With no cure in sight for the coronavirus, experts are having a hard time predicting when COVID-19 may finally start to peak. That's why social distancing, mass scale sterilization and testing are some of the best countermeasures that nations can deploy against the virus. Here in the UAE, a lot is being done to not only detect and cure patients, but also to curb the spread. Faraz Javed has the details on how the nation's heroes are fighting the virus head on.
The UAE began its disinfection program on March 26th, which covered public utilities, public transport, as well as streets across the country. For the next 10 days, residents of Dubai were asked to stay indoors from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. The campaign witnessed several government entities coming together to combat COVID-19. Dubai Civil Defense, Dubai Municipality, and Dubai Police were some of the many heroes on the front lines, making sure that every possible method was being explored to make the city safe from the invisible enemy. But as the infection rate tripled around the world, it was evident that every nation had to step up countermeasures against the virus. On the eve of April 4th, Dubai's Supreme Committee of Crisis and Disaster Management declared the citywide disinfection program to be extended effective immediately for 24 hours a day for the next 2 weeks. The lockdown meant that no one would be allowed to leave their homes except for essential purposes or if they work in vital sectors. Now the authorities faced another challenge, and that was keeping the city's population of more than 3.3 million people off the streets. Keeping the critical mission in mind, Dubai Police stepped up the game further by activating speed cameras to catch violators and also increased around-the-clock patrolling. Duty officer Saeed Rashid bin Ayoud from Al Rafa police station is one of the many brave men on the front line. He is heading the task force today to set up checkpoints in the Bird Dubai district.
Yes, we have 3 duty in 1 day, and every duty we have just in our procedure, in our procedure, 25 police car, and 25 also we have policemen. They walking around. They ask the people in the street and tell them to go back to home, at home, and stay at home.
Besides enforcing the stay-at-home initiative, officers are also involved in creating awareness of how people can protect themselves from the coronavirus.
We see where's the people, wear gloves, wear a mask, and it's stay with the rules, the new rules from our country, accept the rules or not.
I'm here in Al Karama, where Dubai Police have set up a checkpoint to make sure that anyone who's on the streets has a move permit. So what exactly is the move permit? Well, if you work in any of the vital sectors or you're out doing grocery shopping, then you must have this move permit either as a printout or on your phone. That's exactly what Dubai Police are checking, and if you don't, you will be penalized and you will be caught. Now, every time you decide to leave home for essential work, one needs to apply for a move permit. The online application system requires people to state their reason for going outside, even in cases of emergency. Applicants also have to state the specific location they want to visit and outline the times they expect to leave and return home. But there's more to the process. Motorists must be able to show proof of transaction along with their permit. And of course, anyone caught without a legitimate reason for being outside means a straight-up fine of 3,000 dirhams. But for Dubai government, restricting human movement to curb the spread of the virus was part of the many countermeasures. Now, when authorities ask us to stay indoors, it's for a good reason. Besides their safety, they're on a mission to disinfect our streets. Now, right behind me is Dubai Civil Defense, who are disinfecting the Al Warqa area as we speak. And I've been told that the liquid which they use, which is approved by Dubai Municipality and the World Health Organization, is most effective at night. Within the first 60 minutes of application, around 95% of bacteria and viruses are killed. That's why it's super important that no one crosses the streets during that time. As for the chemical that's being used to clean our streets, it's called HUA Sand TR50, which contains diluted hydrogen peroxide. The one-stop biocidal product is effective against bacteria, fungi, yeast, spores, viruses, and mycobacteria. Officials say Dubai civil defense vehicles are one of the best ways to spray the chemical, as the trucks are equipped with state-of-the-art system to disperse the disinfection solution quickly, as well as cover more ground in a small period of time. And yes, the chemical poses no danger to the public, including animals, as well as the environment. This is how various Dubai government entities have deployed specialized teams and equipment in a bid to keep the city and its residents safe. But the efforts don't stop in Dubai. Similar missions are being carried out every day and night across the UAE as the battle against the coronavirus continues. Faraz Javid, Emirates News.